You ever meet someone who knows too much about you? Not like I follow you on Instagram. I mean stuff they shouldn't know, like your school, where you live, and what you wore last Tuesday. In this video, we're diving into 3 true stories. All of them real, all of them terrifying. These aren't ghosts or monsters. They're just people. And sometimes, that's way scarier. Stick around because the last story, let's just say, if you live in an apartment, you won't sleep easy tonight. Let's start with something simple. A gas station, late at night. You're tired, your tank's almost empty, and all you want to do is fill up and go home. That's where this starts. It was a Friday, around 9 p.m. A girl named Sarah had just left her friend's place and was heading home. The drive was only 20 minutes, but her fuel light had come on. She pulled into a gas station just off a quiet highway. Only one other car in the lot, way down by the convenience store. She steps out, pumps the gas. Normal night. Then someone walks out from around the corner of the building. A man, maybe in his 40s, dressed in a hoodie and jeans. Not scary looking, not obviously homeless, just plain. He walks past her, nods. She nods back, polite. But then he stops, turns back around. "You're Sarah, right?" She freezes. Her name isn't on anything. No badge, no tag, no decal. "Do I know you?" she asks. He smiles. But it's not a nice-to-meet-you kind of smile. It's the kind of smile you see in a dream that turns into a nightmare. You go to Westbrook High, right? Live over on Oak Drive? Her heart drops. Westbrook is her school. Oak Drive is her street. He should not know that. She doesn't respond, just stares. He walks a little closer, slow, casual. "Saw you last week. You were wearing that same hoodie." That's it. She's done. She bolts back into the car. Door slams, lock clicks. She throws the car in reverse, doesn't even bother pulling the pump out. And he just stands there, watching. Doesn't run, doesn't yell, just watches. Now here's the part that gets worse. Later that night, she calls the cops. Tells them everything. They check the security cam. He's on it, yeah, but there's nothing they can do. No plate, no crime, just creepy. She tries to move on, but a few days later, she gets a DM request on Instagram. No profile pic, no posts, no followers, just one message. "You left in a hurry." She goes private, deletes her info. Stops going out after dark for a while. The police open a case, but with no real evidence, it fizzles out. She never hears from him again. But she still watches her back, still avoids that gas station. Here's the part people don't talk about with stories like this. There's no resolution, no jump scare, no arrest, just unanswered questions. How did he know her name? Her school, her street? And maybe the scariest question of all, was that the first time he saw her? Or just the first time he said something? She'll never know what he wanted. Was he just messing with her? Or was she lucky, really lucky, to have gotten in that car before something worse happened? Either way, someone knew her name, and she never gave it to him. Not every scary story ends with a bang. Some just leave you looking over your shoulder, every time you're alone. Don't go anywhere. The next story is even worse.
And if that last story made you nervous about gas stations, this one will make you think twice about camping alone. This happened to a guy out in Oregon. He'd done a few solo hikes before, nothing major, just local woods, state parks. But this time, he decided to camp overnight in a dense forest he didn't know too well. He wanted quiet, off-grid, no distractions. He got it. The first day was fine, peaceful even. He set up camp just before dark, cooked over a small fire, then crawled into his tent. It was around 11 p.m. when he noticed his phone battery dropping fast, even though it was plugged into a portable charger. That's when he heard it. Footsteps, heavy ones, not animals. Slow, dragging steps, like boots on wet ground. At first, he froze, thinking it might be another hiker. But the forest was dead quiet. Then came more footsteps. Not one person, several. Dozens, maybe, all walking in sync. No talking, no lights. He unzipped the tent just a few inches. Nothing. He waited, listening. Then he saw it. About 20 feet from his tent, standing dead still in the trees, something that didn't make sense. It looked like a huge, hairless animal, emaciated, almost human-shaped, but hunched low to the ground. Its face was stretched back in a snarl, exposed teeth, empty eyes. It wasn't moving, but it was aware, like it had chosen to be seen. He zipped the tent shut, didn't even breathe. No flashlight, no weapons, just a dead phone and thin nylon between him and whatever that thing was. He curled up and waited. For the next 2 hours, he heard twigs snapping, sometimes near, sometimes far, always circling. At some point, the sound stopped. He texted his mom a code they'd agreed on, just in case he was ever in real danger. The message went through, then the phone died for good. At sunrise, he peeked outside. Nothing. No tracks, no broken branches, no sign that anything had been there. Except for one thing, right at the edge of the trees, where the thing had stood. The grass was flattened, burnt almost. He packed up and left everything behind, tent, gear, even his food. Just grabbed his keys and hiked until he hit pavement. He still doesn't know what he saw that night. But he hasn't been camping since. Thanks for listening. See you next time.